Have you ever wondered why one coffee shop earns millions every year while another closes within months? It isn't just about making great coffee. Behind every successful cafe is a carefully designed business model that most customers never notice. Every cup of coffee you buy is only a small part of a much bigger financial system. From expensive espresso machines and rent to employee wages, inventory, and customer psychology, every decision affects whether the business makes a profit or loses money. Some coffee shops sell hundreds of cups every day but still struggle to survive. Others build multi-million-dollar brands that expand across cities and even countries. So what separates a successful coffee shop from one that fails? In this video, we'll break down the complete economics of owning a coffee shop. You'll learn how much money it costs to open one, where the biggest expenses come from, how much owners can realistically earn, and the strategies that help the most profitable cafes succeed. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the coffee business is far more complex and far more profitable than most people imagine. Let's begin. Part 2. The real cost of opening a coffee shop. Before a single customer walks through the door, thousands of dollars have already been spent. Many people imagine opening a coffee shop is simple. Rent a small space, buy a coffee machine, hire a barista, and start selling coffee. In reality, that's only a small part of the story. The first major expense is location. A coffee shop in a busy downtown street can attract hundreds of customers every day, but that opportunity comes at a price. Rent in high-traffic areas can be several times more expensive than in quieter neighborhoods. Choosing the wrong location can destroy the business before it ever has a chance to grow. Next comes renovation. An empty building doesn't feel like a coffee shop. Owners must invest in flooring, lighting, furniture, decorations, electrical work, plumbing, and a welcoming atmosphere that encourages customers to stay longer and buy more. Then comes the equipment. A professional espresso machine alone can cost thousands of dollars. Add coffee grinders, refrigerators, ovens, blenders, cash registers, POS systems, dishwashers, water filtration systems, and kitchen tools, and the investment grows rapidly. But the spending doesn't stop there. Every coffee shop needs its first inventory. Coffee beans, milk, syrups, sugar, cups, lids, napkins, pastries, snacks, cleaning supplies, and dozens of other items must be purchased before opening day. Owners also need business licenses, insurance, permits, accounting services, and enough cash to pay employees during the first few months before the business becomes profitable. Marketing is another hidden expense. Even the best coffee shop cannot succeed if nobody knows it exists. Grand opening events, social media advertising, local promotions, and customer loyalty programs all require additional investment. When everything is added together, opening a small independent coffee shop can require a significant amount of capital before the first cup of coffee is ever sold. This is why successful owners spend months planning every detail. They calculate expected expenses, estimate customer traffic, forecast monthly revenue, and prepare for unexpected costs. Because in the coffee business, success doesn't begin on opening day. It begins months before the doors ever open. Part 3. How coffee shops actually make money. Monies. At first glance, it seems obvious how a coffee shop makes money. A customer walks in, orders a cup of coffee, pays for it, and leaves. But the reality is far more interesting. The biggest secret of the coffee business is that coffee itself is often one of the highest profit items on the menu. A cup of coffee that sells for $5 may only cost around $1 or less to produce, including the coffee beans, milk, cup, lid, and other ingredients. The remaining money helps cover rent, employee salaries, utilities, taxes, equipment maintenance, and hopefully leaves a profit for the owner. However, successful coffee shops don't rely on coffee alone. One of the biggest revenue drivers is food. Pastries, sandwiches, cookies, muffins, cakes, and breakfast items usually encourage customers to spend much more than they originally planned. Someone who enters intending to buy only a coffee may end up purchasing breakfast as well, doubling the value of that single transaction. This is known as increasing the average order value. Every extra item added to an order significantly increases daily revenue without requiring another customer to enter the store. Successful coffee shops also earn money through seasonal drinks. Limited-time beverages create excitement and encourage repeat visits. Customers often return just to try a new flavor before it disappears from the menu. Loyalty programs are another powerful strategy. When customers know they'll receive a free drink after several purchases, they naturally return more often instead of visiting a competitor. Some coffee shops also sell branded merchandise. Coffee mugs, reusable tumblers, bags of roasted coffee beans, gift cards, and even clothing create additional income while promoting the brand at the same time. Technology also plays a major role. Mobile ordering apps, online delivery services, and digital payment systems make buying coffee faster and more convenient, helping businesses serve more customers during busy hours. Perhaps the most valuable asset of a successful coffee shop isn't the coffee machine. It's the loyal customers. A person who visits every weekday for an entire year can spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Multiply that by hundreds of regular customers, and the financial impact becomes enormous. This is why the best coffee shops focus on more than just serving great coffee. They create an experience. Friendly staff, comfortable seating, relaxing music, fast service, free Wi-Fi, and a welcoming atmosphere encourage customers to stay longer and come back again and again. In the coffee business, one-time customers generate revenue, but loyal customers build long-term success.
Part 4. The biggest expenses of running a coffee shop. Making money is only one side of the business. Keeping that money is the real challenge. Many first-time coffee shop owners believe that once customers start coming in, the business will automatically become profitable. But every dollar earned is quickly divided among dozens of monthly expenses. The largest expense for most coffee shops is rent. A prime location with heavy foot traffic can attract hundreds of customers every day, but it also comes with a much higher monthly cost. Owners constantly face a difficult decision: pay more for a better location or save money in a less crowded area and risk fewer customers. The second major expense is payroll. A successful coffee shop depends on skilled baristas, kitchen staff, cleaners, and managers. Employees expect competitive wages, and businesses must also account for training, benefits, and scheduling. During busy hours, more staff are needed to provide fast service, which increases labor costs even further. Utilities are another unavoidable expense. Professional espresso machines consume large amounts of electricity. Refrigerators run all day. Ovens stay hot for hours. Lights remain on from opening until closing, and water usage is constant. Every month, these utility bills add up. Inventory is another ongoing cost. Coffee beans, fresh milk, syrups, sugar, pastries, paper cups, lids, napkins, and cleaning supplies must be restocked regularly. If inventory isn't managed carefully, waste can quickly reduce profits. Equipment maintenance is often overlooked. Espresso machines, grinders, refrigerators, and other equipment require regular servicing. If a machine suddenly breaks during the morning rush, sales can drop immediately, while expensive repairs add even more pressure. Marketing also requires continuous investment. Many successful coffee shops spend money on social media advertising, seasonal promotions, local events, and loyalty rewards to attract new customers and keep existing ones coming back. Insurance, business licenses, accounting services, software subscriptions, internet service, and payment processing fees are additional costs that customers rarely think about, but owners pay every month. Then there are unexpected expenses. A refrigerator might fail overnight. Coffee bean prices could increase because of poor harvests. A plumbing issue could force the shop to close for repairs. These surprises can significantly impact monthly profits. This is why experienced coffee shop owners carefully monitor every expense. They negotiate better prices with suppliers, reduce unnecessary waste, schedule staff efficiently, and constantly look for ways to improve operations without sacrificing customer experience. Because in the coffee business, Success isn't determined only by how much money comes in. It's determined by how wisely every dollar is spent. Part 5. How much money can a coffee shop really make? This is the question almost everyone asks before opening a coffee shop. How much money can you actually make? The answer depends on three things: the number of customers, the average amount each customer spends, and how well the business controls its expenses. Imagine a coffee shop that serves 200 customers every day. If each customer spends an average of $7, the shop earns around $1,400 in daily sales. Over a month, that can add up to more than $40,000 in revenue. At first glance, that sounds like a fortune, but revenue is not profit. From that money, the owner still has to pay rent, employee salaries, coffee beans, milk, pastries, electricity, internet, insurance, taxes, marketing, maintenance, and many other operating costs. After all expenses are paid, the actual profit is often much smaller than people expect. Some independent coffee shops earn only a few $1,000s per month, while others in excellent locations with loyal customers can generate impressive profits every year. The most successful owners understand one important lesson. They don't focus only on selling more coffee. They focus on building a business that keeps customers returning week after week, month after month, and year after year. Because predictable customers create predictable income, and predictable income creates a stable business. Partnership. Why some coffee shops fail every year. Thousands of coffee shops open. Unfortunately, many of them never survive beyond their first few years. The biggest reason is poor financial planning. Some owners spend almost all of their money designing a beautiful cafe but forget to keep enough cash for operating expenses. Others choose locations with low customer traffic simply because the rent is cheaper. In many cases, owners underestimate labor costs and inventory expenses. Small daily losses may seem insignificant at first, but over several months they become serious financial problems. Competition is another major challenge. Customers today have countless choices. If a nearby cafe offers better coffee, faster service, or a more comfortable atmosphere, many customers will quickly switch. Poor customer service can also damage a business. People may forget an average cup of coffee, but they rarely forget a bad experience. Online reviews have become incredibly powerful. Just a few negative reviews can discourage hundreds of potential customers from visiting. Successful coffee shop owners constantly improve their business. They listen to customer feedback. They introduce new menu items. They train their staff. They improve service speed, and they adapt to changing market trends. Businesses that stop improving often fall behind. Part 7. How the most successful coffee shops grow. Once a coffee shop becomes profitable, the journey doesn't end. For many owners, it's only the beginning. Instead of spending all of their profits, smart business owners reinvest them. They upgrade equipment, improve the interior, expand the menu, train employees, and invest in marketing. As revenue increases, many coffee shops begin offering catering services, online ordering, delivery partnerships, subscription coffee plans, and branded products. Some even start roasting their own coffee beans. This gives them greater control over quality while increasing profit margins. Eventually, successful owners may open a second location, then a third, and sometimes an entire chain. This is exactly how many famous coffee brands started, not with hundreds of stores, but with one small cafe that focused on quality, customer satisfaction, and smart financial decisions. Growth rarely happens overnight. It happens through consistent improvement over many years. Part 8. Final lessons and conclusion. Owning a coffee shop may look simple from the outside. Customers walk in, order a drink, enjoy their coffee, and leave. But behind every cup is a business built on careful planning, financial management, customer psychology, and daily problem solving. Success isn't about serving the most expensive coffee. It's about creating an experience that customers want to return to again and again. The most successful coffee shop owners understand their numbers. They know exactly where every dollar comes from and where every dollar goes. They manage expenses carefully. They build loyal customer relationships, and they never stop improving their business. Whether you're dreaming of opening your own cafe or simply curious about how businesses work. One lesson remains true. A great coffee shop doesn't become successful because it sells coffee. It becomes successful because it creates value for customers every single day. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the economics behind owning a coffee shop, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which business you'd like us to analyze next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.